Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Well, today I'm gonna give you guys a quick overview of ASE certified. Very often we as a people think that ASE certified or even shops, they take advantage of that name just to sell you their service as a top notch, as a best in class, as a best you can get. Well, in reality is certification, and the shop is not certified. There is no such thing as shop as ASE certified. Certification, ASE certification it's a technician that is certified. You need only one a tech mechanic in a shop to be certified. There is different level of certification. There is certification, there is a master certification that you are took an exam and you know everything from bumper to bumper, from top to bottom. Master tech. Master techs are all very few people. It requires not everyone wants to go to that level of certification because first it does not give you any benefit unless the tech is a type of a person that really goes well above and beyond. Very knowledgeable guy or a gal. It could be either one. You know what I mean. I'm not limited to just a man. It could be a woman too. So different levels. I'll show you on the screen different levels of certifications. There is you can read. You know what I mean. Electrical, mechanical. You can be a part certified. You can have in a shop a person who is part certified, ASE certified, and that shop can call themselves as we are ASE certified shop. Yep, as you can see on the screen, there is a. I'm scrolling down. Take a look. There is a parts certified, and that's perfectly fine, and it's legit, and they are allowed to call themselves as a certified. Unfortunately, just because the person is a part certified doesn't mean he knows in and outs of the car. He can diagnose the car, but a shop can take advantage of that. And by the law, they only require to have one person certified. It could be a dealer, or it could be just an independent shop. Those shops or dealers can have someone who's 16 years old, still in high school, but that's the path they want to go. They want to learn how to fix cars. And they're just doing maybe oil changes, washing cars. But guess what? That 16 years old can take a test. And if he passes the test, he can become in a basic certified tech. But he would not have any clue how to rebuild the engine or transmission. But he can be certified, let's say in parts or in basic maintenance. And the dealership or the shop can say, we are certified. Simple as that. And there are other professions out there, fields that hands-on, that only requires one person to be licensed or certified for the company to call we are licensed or we're certified. For example, medical field, a hospital cannot call themselves we are a hospital just because there's only one nurse that licensed. Medical field is different. I'm not going to get into details, but every nurse, if she wants to work in the medical field, she needs to be licensed. Otherwise, she cannot work, even though she has education. When it comes to mechanics, it's different. Their certification comes from taking a test online. It would have been much better if this was like maybe hands-on to prove that you have the skills, because you can study that stuff. What it takes, you have to work in that field and take a test, study the material, take a test, and that's it. You're done, and you're certified. You might have no clue. I follow this mechanic actually on YouTube that he said when he was certified at a dealer, and he didn't even know how to change the oil on a car. Yeah, picture that. A mechanic. He left the dealership, he went to independent shops. Now he became a guy who can take the engine apart, and a guy who didn't know how to change the oil but was certified. That's the sad part about it. You can have the knowledge but not experience and be certified. Again, you can have the knowledge but not experience. Experience is gained through actually doing the work hands-on. Knowledge you can get through studying the books, watching YouTube videos, and so on. Just because the shop is, like I said, ASE certified, doesn't mean they know the in and outs of the each specific brand. ASE certification, it's the general overview of how things work, not a vehicle specific. It's a general. A tech, if it's like depending on the level, he needs to know how to put the engine together, a simple basic engine. Transmission probably, maybe not. It depends on how deep they go with those certification and what is required. Just an example, factory certified tech is different. Let's say Toyota. A factory certified tech, he goes to the school at Toyota corporate somewhere where they teach them I'm not sure they teach them hands-on, but they teach them, at least they get a theory. They have a class where they teach them, they might show them. Not sure if they go through actual experience doing hands-on, or they just practice when they get back at the dealer on a customer's vehicles. That part I do not know, but that's something to keep in mind. Factory certified versus ASE certified. You can be both. If you work for a dealer, you can be certified ASE and a factory certified, but doesn't mean you know how to do it, or you might have the knowledge but not experience. Keep that in mind. Not every mechanic at the dealer knows how to fix things. Every mechanic knows how to change the oil and brakes, but to go deeper than that, it requires a knowledge, desire, and experience to be that person that knows how to troubleshoot to get the stuff done right. I'll give you one example from my experience. I know a Toyota Tech personally, and when I bought a Toyota Camry back in 2011, brand new, a couple years later, I think 3 years later, as a normal thing, because the more complex car gets, the more often fluids needs to be changed, not less, like dealers pushing, because now cars have more problems than they used to be, because more complexity and transmissions, more complex, engine more complex, requires more maintenance and high quality fluids for them to last long, otherwise they will fail. So this tech, I tell them, hey, I'm going to change my Camry sealed transmission, as they say sealed, no such thing as sealed transmission. There is always a drain plug, or you can remove transmission, or fuel plug. There is something you can add the fluid and remove the fluid. So I told him I'm going to do it. He's like, don't do it. It's a sealed transmission. It's filled for life. You know what I mean? And he went off, trying to discourage me, because that's what they brainwashed them. Those are sealed transmissions. They're not serviceable. I'm like, whatever. I still did that. I replaced the fluid, and my video on YouTube was the first video on the sealed transmission on Toyotas. 5 years later, I think like 3 or 4 years after I did, he's like, oh yeah, our dealership is offering now transmission service on those sealed transmissions. We replaced the fluids now. I'm like, well, didn't you tell me a while ago that you guys don't change the fluid? Yeah, but now they trained us and so on. You see, don't be surprised if the dealer will tell you we don't do this, because this is what, what I mean. A manufacturer, corporate, brainwashed them and told them not to do it. But guess what? At the end of the day, it's my car. I am responsible for the maintenance, and I don't care what the owner's manual says. Really do not care, because owner's manuals will benefit dealer, not me. That's why I have my own fluid change intervals based, not on owner's manual, based on a lab analysis, fluid analysis, because it's the best way to go. Either I can accept or reject and follow the factory, or or reject that intervals and do my own. So that's just a simple few things. If the ASE shop tells you we don't do this type of service, well, don't be surprised, because they don't know. And they're afraid to mess it up, because if they mess it up and change the fluid in transmission incorrectly on some of those newer cars, some of the newer cars don't even have a fill plug, believe it or not. You drain, there's only drain plug that you remove the fluid and you add the fluid through one hole. Yeah, you need special equipment and so on. And guess what? You think they're going to be doing it? Not anytime soon. Maybe in 10 years, they will learn from the YouTubers like me and others how to do this service, but otherwise they will just do basic oil changes, basic service, because they don't want to be liable for it. And you know what, I don't blame them. It's because it's very often comes down to personal preference and shops. If their goal is to make money quick and fast. So that's pretty much it. Wraps up. If I missed anything, let me know in the comment section. So, well, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.